We are watching a little bit the Sony Xperia Z3 on the right side and Apple iPhone 6 on the left side. Both beautiful devices in a premium segment, flagship devices, but the Sony has a 5.1 inch screen, which is quite big, you could say, because we have a full HD resolution and only an HD resolution, a little bit more in the iPhone 6 with 4.7 inches. Still, the Sony is not that much bigger or higher, you could say, but it's actually it has actually a bigger battery inside with 3100 milliamp inside, while the Apple iPhone only has 1820 milliamps, which is really not that much. It's a 1/3 less than the Sony, even more actually, but it's still both last quite long, are beautifully designed, and the Apple is slimmer with only 6.9 millimeters, while the Sony is actually 7.3 millimeters thick, which is not that much more if you consider that it's even waterproof, while the Apple iPhone is not. We also have two speakers in the Sony, while Apple only has one, but we have here the fingerprint reader in the Apple iPhone 6, which is also quite handy to use with, for example, the Apple Pay module, which will be enabled soon here with NFC in the back. Also, Sony has an NFC badge here, which is also available for example, easily pairing with Bluetooth speakers. Apple actually can't use their NFC for that yet. Also in the back, of course, the camera, 8 megapixel full HD videos possible with dual flash. Here we have a single flash, but the 20 megapixel camera can record also 4K videos. On the front, 2 megapixel versus 1 megapixel here, or 1.2 on the Apple, but actually when we start up on both the cameras, you will see the differences, and that Apple still is quite a king in terms of camera quality. For example, if you take a look at the back cameras here, we have the basket with a pumpkin inside, and both have quite beautiful picture, a little bit different colors you could say, but both the standard actually picture mode, so that's a fair comparison. Wide angle is also about the same, Sony a little bit higher to the top and to the bottom, but that's still alright. And if you take a look at the front cameras, actually Apple wins here quite nicely, because the back is not looking as good here on the Sony, and I'm also not as sharp as here on the Apple, but we have a better wide angle on the Sony to the bottom and to the top, but to the left and right Apple has a little bit of a better viewing angle. So if you go back out here again, I can tell much more anymore actually, because we already told you everything about both devices, beautifully designed metal pieces, and yeah, definitely worth a look, worth a buy. If you're thinking about buying one of these, just have all the points I just mentioned in consideration, and then you will have your winner. So thank you much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe. Both are fast and beautiful. Here the Sony Xperia Z3 and the Apple iPhone 6. Till next time, please, and again, don't forget to subscribe, and thank you much for watching.